Hey, what's up, guys? Have you ever gotten a problem like this where it asks you to find the area and you're all gun-ho, you're all excited because you know how to find area, and then you realize it's got fractions? You ever had that issue?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Oh my gosh, you scared me. Where did you come from?
I was right here the whole time.
Okay, get out of the camera, chill out. You're not a fan of fractions, Tommy?
Oh, no,
They're huh? Well, they're actually really easy.
no, they're not.
They really are. And today I want to show you the easiness of fractions and what we can do. We're going to start with a couple of different things with fractions. I'm actually going to be talking about multiplying them and dividing them and the easiness that comes with it.
It's not easy.
It is easy. I'm going to show you.
You are?
Exactly. I'm going to start by showing you the harder version because it's actually going to make it easier.
Oh, man. Hard stuff.
Okay, just relax. Believe it or not, you're going to use fractions a ton in life.
No, you're not.
Why do you keep saying no, you're not? Of course you are. Fractions are something we see all the time. We see it in cooking or in the reality of the situation. If you were to go measure something, Tommy, I highly doubt that it's exactly 3 feet or 4 feet. I've had to put in carpet before. Nightmare. When you go to put in carpet and you go to measure, like it's never an easy 12 feet. You've always got like 12 feet and 1 inch, 12 feet and a quarter inch, and you have to deal with that.
Oh, man, I never really thought like that. That's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. So I'm going to try to show you how to work with them the best we can. Okay? We'll show a different video on how to add and subtract them, but right now we're going to do multiplying and dividing them. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, so if we get something like this, Tommy, do you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Get out of the camera. You don't have to be that close. Goodness gracious.
What? I see it.
Okay, but that doesn't mean put your eye on it.
Oh, okay.
So, when we go to find area, say we ask to find the area of the shape. Keep in mind, area is inside of there, right?
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to do length times width, and that's going to help you find the area. Okay?
Length times width. Got it.
Okay, so that being said, my length is...
Oh, yeah, it's a fraction. I don't like fractions at all.
Okay, yes, it's a fraction, but it's 3 3/4, okay? So I've got 3 3/4 times 2 1/2. You see that? Whatever that's going to be, it's going to be equal to my area, okay? You with me?
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. It looks really hard.
It's not really hard. There's some secrets that you have to do when it comes with working with fractions. Really, this type of fraction right here is called a mixed number. What's it called?
Say it again.
It's called a mixed number.
A mixed number.
Exactly, mixed number. So, what that basically means, Tommy, is I have a whole number, 3, right, I'm going to start with that top one, and a fraction, 3/4, right? There are two different pieces. It's part of the same number, but it's mixed, because one is a whole number and one is a fraction.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
Because of that, you can't do multiplication or division when you have a mixed number like that.
Oh, man, so we can't do the problem at home?
No, you can do the problem. That's not the problem. Yeah, that's not the problem. You can do it, but there's something you have to do first. See, in math, a lot of times, there's an easy solution if you can get to a certain point. Okay? So with fractions like this, mixed numbers, there's a really easy way. You need to turn it into what's called...
M.
No, okay, relax. You're spazzing out, and you made me mess up. Stop. Okay. An improper fraction. Okay? You ever heard of that?
I think so.
Okay, well, it's really easy to get to. It's really easy to do. Okay, there's a little formula thing that goes with it. I'm going to use some academic language here to kind of help you, okay? As a reminder, in a fraction, let's change colors here. This part right here is called the denominator. Okay? And this part right here is called the numerator. Okay? So, this right here, I said was called the what?
Whole number.
Exactly, the whole number. Okay, so this is called the whole. Okay, what we're going to do is turn it into an improper fraction. Your hair's all on your face.
Stop touching me.
Okay, sorry. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it into what's called an improper fraction. Okay, an improper fraction is going to look strange because the bigger number is usually up here in the numerator, and this is usually the smaller number. And most people get all confuzzled when they see that because they're used to things like 1/2, 2/3, 4/5, right, where it's all normal.
Yeah, because that's normal. Like 3/4.
Exactly, like 3/4. But there's a thing called an improper fraction where the number up here is bigger.
Oh, okay.
So, watch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my denominator, this guy, and I'm going to multiply it by my whole number. So I'm going to do 4 times 3. Okay, so 4 times 3. That again is my denominator times my whole number. Do you see it?
I do.
Okay. Then I'm going to add my numerator, which is this part right here. So 4 times 3 plus 3. Okay, so 4 times 3 is
12.
exactly 12. Plus 3 is
15.
exactly 15. So that right there, I am then going to put over the top of my denominator. So I'm going to get 15/4. Okay, so 3 3/4 is the same thing or is equivalent to 15/4. This is just the improper fraction version.
Oh, I see. Okay. I don't get it.
So let me show you a different way. So this guy right here, right? This is 15/4. All right. I could prove to you that it's actually 3 3/4.
You can't? How?
Well, let me show you. If I do division and I divide 4 into 15, okay? How many times does 4 go into 15, Tommy? Without going over, what number do I multiply by?
3.
Yep, 3. So that's 12, right? And now watch. So how many whole times did 4 go into 15?
3.
Good, that right there. How many were left over in the remainder?
3.
Exactly, 3. And what were the size of my pieces that I started putting in?
4. 4, yeah, 4.
Good. So look what I just made.
Oh, that's 3 3/4.
Exactly. That's because they're the same thing. This is just writing it a different way. But when we're doing math, that is definitely what we want to do, is be able to write it a different way. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So 15/4 now is super easy to look at, right? Isn't that a lot better?
Yeah, a little.
Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing with 2 1/2. Okay, I'm going to follow my same rules, my same patterns every time. That's what's really cool about math. This is one of those things that works 100% of the time. I know, pretty crazy. So, that being said, I'm going to take my denominator. I'm going to multiply it by my
Whole number.
exactly my whole number. So 2 times 2. I'm then going to add my numerator. So plus
1.
got it, is 5. And I put it over what?
Denominator.
Exactly, the denominator, which is 2. So it's 5 halves. So now if I'm going to do length times width, which is multiplication, I'm going to do 5 times 5, or 15/4, excuse me, times 5 over 2. You with me?
Yeah.
That's going to end up being, now with multiplication, here's what's really cool about multiplication. When you have it in improper form fraction, like this, improper fraction form, it is super easy.
That looks hard.
It's not, because all you do is multiply across. So 15 times 5 and 4 times 2.
Really? That's it?
That's it. So 15 times 5 is 75. And 4 times 2 is 8. So you get 75 eighths is the area, or 75 feet squared, because it's area.
Oh.
And you could always turn it back into, because sometimes they'll ask you, Tommy, to put it back in a mixed number form.
Oh, yeah.
But you do the same thing I did over here. All you do is divide. So 8, and I always do it this way. Some kids get confused which one goes on the inside. I always draw a big L like that. You see the L, Tommy?
Yeah, I see it.
So it's like, let's do division, right? If anytime I want to turn into a fraction like that, a fraction into something, I say, let's do division, but I make a giant L. The reason I do that is it looks just like this guy. Which guy's inside the box? You would turn it sideways.
Oh, the 15.
Yeah, so which one's going to go inside the box in this one?
75.
Exactly, 75. So 8 goes into 75. It's kind of like I knocked it over, huh?
Yeah.
How many times did it go into 75?
9.
Exactly 9 times without going over. 8 times 9 is 72. And I stopped there, Tommy, because I'm out of numbers. I don't want to put a decimal and a 0, not yet. And so how many whole times does it go in?
9.
Exactly, so 9. And how many pieces?
3.
And what's the size of the pieces?
8.
Exactly, we just kind of go in a fashion like this. So it's 9 and 3/8 is your area.
Oh man, that's it?
That's it. That's multiplication of fractions.
So what you're saying is, I just have to turn it into an improper fraction first. Then, all I can do is multiply across? Oh man, that's so easy.
I know, that's way easy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Does that make sense?
I just said it did. Pay attention.
Okay, my bad. So we'll take a quick look now at division, because it's actually going to be the same thing. We'll go there. So then that gets multiplication, division out of the way, and we'll talk about addition, subtraction later, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so with this, what we're going to do is we have, I'm going to delete this guy, actually, Tommy, because we won't need him. Okay? And we're just going to pretend we have a division problem, something like 3 4/5 divided by 2.5.
Oh man, no fractions.
I know, more fractions. But what did we talk about earlier? What makes fractions like this a lot easier to work with?
You turn them into improper.
Improper. Exactly. So we're going to do that. We're going to turn both of these into improper, following that same rule we did last time, okay?
Okay.
So, we do our denominator times our whole number, which is what?
15.
Exactly. And then 15, and we're going to add 4, is 19. And we're going to put it over?
5.
Exactly. 5. Good job. So that's 19/5 divided by
2 times 2
good.
plus 1
Exactly.
over 2.
Exactly. Good.
Wait a second though. Hang on. 19 divided by 5 doesn't work. Either 5 and 2.
Exactly. This is what's really cool, Tommy. When you get a division problem like this, you actually have permission to change it into a multiplication problem. I know. Keep your mouth open. Trust me. But you just have to do a couple of things, okay? If you're going to change it to a multiplication problem, you changed something. So what they call it like a keep change flip or a keep change reciprocal, okay? Something along those lines, okay? So you're going to keep this one the same. That is 19/5. Are you with me?
Yeah.
But you changed this to multiplication. Because you changed something, you now have to take the reciprocal of this, or you flip this. So basically, where the 5 is, you put a 2. Where the 2 is, you put a 5.
Oh, so it becomes 2/5.
Exactly, it becomes 2/5. So notice that's the reciprocal. When you're doing division, that's what you do every time. You still do that improper fraction thing, but you change it to division now. And now it looks like something we've done before, huh?
Yeah, it's just multiplying fractions.
Exactly, it's just multiplying fractions. So 19 times 2 is 38. 5 times 5 is 25. And you're done, unless they want it in mixed form, and then that was where you'd what?
Division. Let's do division.
Good. Which one goes on the inside?
38.
38, exactly. So 25 into 38 goes one time. And I stop there. So this is 1 and 13/25. See?
Oh man, that's easy. Fractions aren't that hard.
Fractions are not that hard. I told you. Once you know the shortcut of turning it into an improper fraction, they become easy. What you just have to remember is on multiplication, when you multiply fractions, if they're improper fractions, you just multiply across, right? So straight across, multiplication, denominator. Wow, that's not how you spell denominator, holy cow. Denominator and the numerator, you multiply those completely across. I totally have those backwards, keep in mind. Wow, I'm struggling with spelling too. Numerator. Wow, wow.
Man, you're awful.
I know, struggle is real. Denominator and numerator. Numerator. Holy cow. That's probably still not even right. That's how bad it is.
Oh man, good thing you teach math and not ELA.
I know, for sure. So I got those. Keep in mind, they'd be flipped. You have the numerator on top, denominator on the bottom. But you multiply. multiply.
Wow, you can't spell. Why should we learn from you?
Relax, Tommy. I know how to spell. So, that being said, when it's division, you do the same thing. Improper fraction, the difference is you're going to keep the first one, we call it keep. You're going to change that division to multiplication, so change. And then you're going to flip the next one and take its reciprocal. Right? After you do that, it's basically multiplying all over again.
Oh man, that's easy. Thank you so much.